Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Cars with Matty Beacon. Behind me is the second generation Volkswagen Tiguan. I'm going to tell you why it's the perfect combination of style, comfort, luxury and performance. It nails the segment of the market for any family or for that young person who wants a combination of luxury and style without breaking the bank. Launched in 2016, the second generation Tiguan is streaks ahead of the first generation. The first generation failed to be the small Volkswagen Touareg that it aimed to be, and its bubbly exterior dated quickly. The second generation came in with multiple engine options, transmission options and 5 or 7 seats to really lock down that small SUV market for Volkswagen. Its looks reflect and its road presence reflect that small Volkswagen Touareg feel, and it's a no-brainer as to why it's in the top best-selling cars across the board in Ireland in 2019. Now, let's talk numbers. The Volkswagen Tiguan starts at €31,000 for a comfort line, rises to 44 to 46 for R-line and High-line models. It absolutely obliterates all of its competitors across the board. Some of its Japanese counterparts, such as the Nissan Qashqai and stuff, start at €27,000. So we're talking 4,000 more for a lovely German-built Volkswagen Tiguan. Then, in Germany, its direct competitor, the Audi Q5. For the same size car and price, it's €51,000 base price. €51,000. The Volkswagen Tiguan can be fully spec'd for 46 and have way more options with the same German build quality, albeit, it doesn't have the 4-ring badge. Then we go to Scandinavia, the Volvo XC60. We see a lot of them on the roads in Ireland. They start at €53,000 and then rise to €71,000. You're talking nearly 30 grand more for the same car, same build quality, and you can get that for 46 in the Volkswagen. There's a no-brainer as to why the Tiguan is absolutely flying off the shelves in Ireland. You're combining that sublime German build quality and luxury for an affordable price for everyone. When it comes to looks, the second generation Tiguan is absolutely beautiful. Its creased lines and streak lines all along the side add to that sporty feel. Its nice 17-inch alloys as standard on all High-line and R-line models add again to the sportiness. However, the black paint and the chrome add to that lovely executive feel. Roof bars kind of give it that off-road feel, so it's kind of an all-rounder in its looks. As we move towards the back, the crease lines follow all the way down, and then we come to the lovely rear end. We have dual exhaust tips to add to the sportiness and a lovely sports diffuser. And now for a staple of all of our videos, the big boot test. One of the best features of the Tiguan is its automatic opening boot. But the big boot test, can I fit in the boot? Yeah, you fit me comfortably in. You can probably fit 2 of me sitting upright and you have loads of room. You can put shopping, dogs, kids, people you don't like, anything really in the boot. Now that we've seen everything outside, let's have a look at the interior and technology of the Volkswagen Tiguan. The first thing you notice when you jump into the Tiguan, especially a High-line model, is that the cabin's somewhere you want to be. You start off with this lovely leather-wrapped flat-bottom sports steering wheel with its multi-function. You have lovely soft touch materials everywhere, and it's just lovely. The carbon trim and the ambient lighting add to that premium feel, and then the winner of them all, the Vienna leather pack that you can add, adds this lovely storm grey kind of sporty seats that hug you nice and well. They're ultra comfortable and they're also 4-way adjustable with 3 memory settings for 3 separate drivers. Okay, let's talk about tech. And oh my god, is the Volkswagen Tiguan a tech lover's dream. You start off with this lovely view of a full digital dash display that can be customized to anything you want. Then you move forward to the beautiful multifunctional steering wheel with its adaptive cruise control by radar, its forward collision system and its speed limiter. Then we have adaptive headlight dipping. So when you have your high beams on the motorway, it senses other cars coming towards you and dips your headlights. Then we move over to the lovely infotainment system, full phone capability, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth connectivity, aux connectivity, everything you need. Then we move down to the center console. Of course, you have air conditioning as standard, which is expected now in 2020. And we have full heated seats with 3 heating options, which is absolutely a godsend living in Ireland where it's freezing until, like, I don't know, July at this stage. Then we move down further to the side of the gear selector, and we have full forward and rear parking sensors with a rear view reverse camera. And then the coolest feature of them all on this car, which I will show in a little while, is its automatic parking, where you press this button and this baby will parallel park for you, saving you squeezing into those tiny spots and worrying about crashing into other cars. Okay, let's see how this Volkswagen self-park system works. So what you do is you press the button, drive towards the spot you want to park in, then stop beside the car, indicate, and let it work its magic. So I found my spot, hit it scanned, I indicate, and I put it in reverse. It's gonna do it for me. Give it a bit of gas. Car starts to indicate. No hands. We are fully parallel parked. Turn it off, put it in drive, set yourself up in your spot, and you're done. There we go, self-parallel parking. The same theme of luxury follows through into the rear. We have adaptive climate control here for the passengers in the back. We have lovely, comfortable leather seats. Even the middle seat is actually quite big, so you'd fit 5 passengers in the car comfortably, 3 adults in the back, no problemo. But the coolest thing ever, which you won't see on a lot of cars, you actually have reclining rear seats, so you can put them up and all the way back. So that just gives that little bit of extra room. There's absolutely tons of leg room as well. That seat's adapted for me to sit in the front, and I'm 6 foot, and I literally have nearly half an arm of leg room in front of me. You have nice little storage bins. You have a lovely middle tray for the kids. You have people in the back who need to eat. You have your fold-up trays. I mean, there's anything this car can't do in the back. Now that we've talked about the ins and outs of the Tiguan, let me pop on my racing driver glasses that stopped me getting arrested by the police for not wearing my glasses, and we talk about the performance and ride of the Tiguan. Straight away, when you get driving, you notice how nice the handling is. The electric steering is really dialed in. It doesn't feel disconnected, and it has a really nice weight to it, especially when you get up to speed. Going over these very high speed bumps, the suspension really soaks up the bumps, and even on a nice flat road like this, you can't really feel anything. When we do a bit more sportier driving, as we get further down the road, there'll be a few more little potholes, but the suspension just soaks up everything. When you get going into some of the sharper corners and stuff like that, there's not a lot of body roll at all. The suspension system that Volkswagen have dialed in for this is absolutely amazing. For the weight of the car, everything, it just handles everything so perfectly. Now let's talk about engines, performance and transmissions. You have the choice of a 1.5 litre petrol or a 2 litre turbo diesel, and then you're offered a 5-speed manual or a 7-speed automatic. My preference would be the 2 litre TDI, as it's way more powerful and has that really nice low down torque. You'll also save yourself a ton on fuel costs. The fuel economy on this car is amazing. You get about 60 miles to the gallon, but the 7-speed automatic, you just have to option it. It just makes sense in the city. The gear changes are buttery smooth. It's a classic Volkswagen DSG gearbox, and it's, as I said before, it's just an absolute no-brainer. It takes no effort. You don't notice gear changes. It drops down quite fast when you're in normal driving mode, and then there's a bit of a novelty. Comes with a flappy paddle gearbox, so you can manually take over and change gear, so you feel like Lewis Hamilton driving around Dublin City. So as we turn now and get into a bit more sporty driving, this is where I will drop the car into its sport mode. Sport mode extends the rev ranges, gives that car a bit more grunt, and you really feel it drop down the gears a bit more. We're going to go around this nice corner now, and I'll just show you what I was talking about in the suspension actually. So let's turn in sharply. Not really a lot of body roll, and you can just accelerate out well. Nice grunt there. That low end torque, 250 pound-feet of torque, is the key element to this car. 150 brake horsepower. It is quick, but it needs that 190 brake horsepower that the Volkswagen Golf GTD has. And it's my biggest gripe. I feel Volkswagen are just doing us a real dirty there. Like, give us the 190 horsepower. But now let's drop it down into second gear on the manual box and get some sporty driving. Like, it really does take off. Like, that's me there in third doing 77. We are moving. Let's get going again. That's in the manual box. Flappy paddles. Let's drop it into sport mode. Can't even feel the bumps. Really good for sporty fast driving. We can really power along these roads. And it just drops down. Like I put the foot down, we just drop a gear and we're gone. Like this car really can do it all. Like if you want sporty driving and want something that your family can go around in with you, this is it. It's just a no-brainer. Volkswagen, congratulations, you've nailed this small SUV market. Okay, let's sum it up. Out of 10, I give the Volkswagen Tiguan an 8. Its pros massively outweigh its cons, and it does everything it needs to do perfectly. It's a perfect small SUV for conquering the city. Top 3 pros for me are the range and of strong engine choices. It's absolutely beautiful styling, and its luxury and build quality inside are next to none for the price. The cons for me, however, are the 150 brake horsepower engine is shared by the Volkswagen Golf GTD and needs to be bumped up to the 190 brake horsepower like that Golf. Volkswagen are doing us a bit of dirty there. The second gripe is there's no OR model. There needs to be a high performance model for people who want it. We have a T-Roc OR now to match the Golf OR, and then we have a Touareg OR with 400 plus brake horsepower. That performance variant needs to be brought in by the Volkswagen ASAP. I know there's spy shots confirming it, but there's no date absolutely set. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to help this channel grow and help me keep doing what I'm doing. If you have a cool car that you'd like me to review, drop me an email or hit me up on the Instagram. Thank you.